If you've got a square face, your beard might be doing you more harm than good. I've seen guys with great features looking blocky and boxy, like real life Minecraft characters. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 biggest beard mistakes for square faces. Fix these and it will transform how you look in photos, at work, and on dates. But if you miss number 5, you could be sabotaging your entire look. My name is Brandon, and I've spent over the last 10 years helping thousands of men improve their beard and confidence. These mistakes can be fixed in just a few minutes and will work for any square face guy, no matter how old you are. I had a guy tell me that he was frustrated with his beard. It was rough, patchy, and just didn't look how he wanted. He tried everything, trimming more often, expensive balms and oils, but when he looked in the mirror, his beard still looked rough and patchy. When he looked around, everyone else's looked effortless, full, smooth, and they just worked with their faces. He thought maybe he just had bad beard genetics, like his beard was destined to look wiry and unkempt. But after just one small change, everything clicked in place and his beard went from messy to smooth and intentional almost overnight. Turns out his beard wasn't the problem. It was the texture working against him. No matter what products you use, if your beard is dry and wiry, it's never going to look good. So here's what I told him. Right after washing, when your beard is still a little damp, work in just a dime-sized amount of leave-in conditioner. Really get in between your beard strands and run it through to the ends. Then, once it's dry, take a wooden beard comb and go through it to distribute the moisture evenly and smooth everything out. Doing this once in the morning and again at night was all it took. Within a week, his beard went from scruffy and stiff to smooth, structured, and effortless, and that made his whole face look sharper. But even when you do get the texture right, has your beard still felt off? Like it's not really working with your face, even though everything should be in place. There's one invisible rule. If ignored, can completely throw off how your beard frames your face. See, a lot of guys assume shaping their beard is just about keeping it neat and defined. And sure, that's important, but it's not the most important thing. The truth is, if your beard isn't following this one natural guideline, it can make your face look shorter, rounder, or just plain unbalanced. Let's look at Jared. His beard looks pretty good, right? But what if we move it just a few millimeters higher or a few millimeters lower? See how it makes a huge difference? Your cheek line plays a bigger role than you think. Most guys trim too low, making their beard look smaller, or they let it grow too high, making everything look unkempt. If you trim too low, you're shrinking your beard's present, and if you let it grow too high, it looks unkempt. Imagine drawing a line with your finger from your ear to your mustache. Now, look along that line and find the point where most of your hair grows. It's like the top of a small hill. When you trim your beard, line it up just a little bit above that top. This simple step makes sure your beard blends in nicely and looks neat. And while shaping your beard is key, there's one overlooked detail that could be thrown off your entire look without you even realizing it. But first, if you want to learn how to choose the perfect beard style for your face, then I have a free beard guide. Just click the link in the video description below. It's tempting to go for that ultra clean line, thinking it'll make your beard stand out. Surely, a sharper jawline always means a better look. Well, not exactly. Too much definition could be working against you. Those sharp lines can actually make your face look even more square and boxy. Instead of enhancing your look, it makes it feel like your beard was just stuck onto your face. It looks fake and unnatural. I was talking to a guy on IG Live who swore by super sharp beard lines. He thought the cleaner, the better. But when we looked at his face shape, his beard was actually overemphasizing his jawline, making his whole face look stiff and bulky. He was skeptical at first, but I suggested softening the edges. Nothing drastic, just a slight blend. The difference was instant. His beard looked more natural, his face looked more structured, and suddenly, his features stood out without looking overly rigid. But if you want to do this for yourself, use a trimmer with a higher guard, 6 to 10 millimeters, and lightly fade the edges instead of cutting a hard line. This keeps everything structured but natural, like your beard actually belongs on your face, not like it was stamped on. A razor sharp jawline might sound like a flex, but it's actually making your face look harsher and boxier than it needs to. Think of it like outlining a square with a bold marker. It doesn't add shape, it just makes the edges more obvious. Instead, you want a smooth transition that enhances your features instead of exaggerating them. But getting your jawline right is only part of the equation. There's another key feature that, if overlooked, can throw off your entire beard balance. Let's get into it. You ever look in the mirror and think, my beard looks solid, but then you see a picture of yourself, and suddenly it's like, why does my beard face look so different? Like something is just out of place, but you can't figure out what it is. Most guys think the problem is their beard length or the jawline, so they keep tweaking, trimming here, fading there, but no matter what, something still looks off. But it's not about your jawline or your beard length at all. It's something way simpler. I was talking to a guy who had tried everything, changing his beard shape, even switching barbers, but every time he saw a picture of himself, his face still looked kind of off. He thought maybe it was just how his face was shaped. But then I pointed out something he never even considered, something that had been throwing his entire look off without him realizing it. He was so focused on his beard shape and jawline that he never thought about the one thing sitting right above his lip. Your mustache isn't just about your facial hair, it's the bridge that connects your beard to your face. Most guys either trim it too short, making their beard look disconnected, or they let it grow wild, making everything look unkept. What you should do is let your mustache grow just enough to blend naturally into your beard. Instead of shaving it down too aggressively, use a trimmer with a 3 to 5 millimeter setting and move in the direction of your hair growth. This keeps it even and natural. A mustache that's too thin makes your beard look like an afterthought, but when it connects properly, it pulls your whole look together, making your beard look fuller, stronger, and more intentional. And speaking of transformation, our last mistake is the one that ties everything together. If you miss this, all your grooming efforts could go to waste. A sharp haircut, a strong beard, two things that should work together, but for some reason, they look like rivals instead of teammates. You ever see a guy whose grooming looks like two separate styles competing for attention? That's a real problem. You've got a clean, fresh fade, the size of your hair tight. When you look at your beard, something just doesn't connect. It's like you've aced every individual step of your grooming routine, but the whole look feels mismatched, like wearing a perfectly tailored suit, beat up sneakers. I've seen it so often, guys doing almost everything right, but still not achieving that cohesive, polished style. What's wild is that the issue isn't with the haircut or the beard itself. It's a simple, often overlooked detail that can change everything about how your face looks and how your beard and haircut work together. Instead of flowing into each other, most men are competing for attention, making their face look uneven instead of sharp. When your haircut stops at a sharp fade and your beard suddenly starts at a full thickness, it creates an awkward disconnect. You see, your beard and your hair should work together, not like two separate styles fighting for space on your face. Instead of letting your beard start at full thickness right where your hair fades out, gradually taper your sideburns into your beard. A subtle fade using a 3 to 6 millimeter guard creates a smooth transition that frames your face naturally. And once you do this, everything flows together. No more awkward stops, no more unbalanced lines, just a look that's clean, structured, and intentional. Correcting these beard slip-ups is just the beginning. But if you're still letting your beard hang on without the right tweaks, you might be missing out on a look that really highlights your best features, leaving your jaw, mustache, and overall shape out of balance. If you want to learn how to fix that, watch this video next.